morning, everybody. Welcome back to our nested journey. Today I'm going to show you a Walmart haul that I did on Sunday. It's about $100. It's not much, but anyway, it's $100. So anyway, let's get to that. And again, I just like to thank you again for coming back to our channel and taking a look at our videos. It's greatly appreciated. And anyways, let's get to this. Here you'll see I got some spaghetti sauce. I got 4 cans, one to replace what we used over the weekend. I made a spaghetti casserole, which was super delicious. And I bought 2 packages of spaghetti, one to replace the one we used and 1 extra. We were needing some taco sauce because we opened the last bottle on the shelf, so I purchased that. I did buy a box of deluxe macaroni and cheese. Sometimes that's good and quick to eat. We eat that on occasion, so I know that we used a box, so I'm replacing a box. I bought a box of rice-a-roni. Sometimes that's a quick, easy meal to make and throw some chicken in. So anyway, I replaced a box that we had used over the last couple weeks. So on to the canned goods. As you can see, I have some diced potatoes, sliced carrots, French beans. I have sliced potatoes, some vegetarian Rosarita refried beans, and I have a full flat, or case as you may call it, of raviolis. And the reason why I have so many raviolis is because let's say something happens and the power goes out, you know, due to maybe a thunderstorm. We get those a lot here in Arizona. And you lose electricity. Well, those are easy to heat in a small pan on a, we have a small camp stove that sometimes we take with us when we go camping, so it only takes a small bottle of butane. So therefore we can throw a can of raviolis in the pan and heat it up and have dinner for the night. So anyway, that's why there's so many raviolis, because you never know in an emergency if you're going to need some. But I want to go back to the canned goods on the green beans and the carrots. The best buy date on the carrots is only a year out, and most canned vegetables are either 2 to 3 years out that are sitting on your shelf in your local supermarket. So the sliced carrots were only a year out. I went ahead and bought them because we do eat carrots, and I'll throw it in a stew sometimes, or you know, I'll just throw it in a stir fry, and easy peasy. So anyway, next to the green beans. The green beans, I put 6 cans, because there are 6 cans there. I put 6 cans in my cart, and then I got to thinking, why am I not checking the date on these green beans? So I turned them over and I checked the date, and sure enough, the date said best buy or best used by 12/22. Those green beans have been sitting in a warehouse for a long time. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna buy those, because those are for my my pantry, and I have green beans, so I won't be using them anytime soon. But I wanted to see what the green beans were behind it, because there was about two flats in front of it, and there was 2 flats behind it. So I went ahead and pushed it aside as the Walmart stalker is sitting there watching what I'm doing. And I'm like thinking, oh well, I'm sorry, I'll put it back, I promise. So I pulled the other green beans to the front, and sure enough, those green beans are dated. Let's see if I can show you and focus that in. best by December of 2024. That's the way you should find your canned goods on the shelf. They should be at least 2 years out. If they haven't been at least 2 years out, they've been sitting in the warehouse waiting to be stocked. Okay, so anyways, that's the story on the green beans. And yes, I did put the green beans back in order for the young man who was stocking the shelves. Okay, so the next thing I got was au gratin potatoes. And I know stuff is boxed, but boxed is a lot easier for myself these days, because by the time the evening comes, I am tired, and that's because of my long-term C. And I'm dealing with it, and we're moving forward, but I'm still going ahead and building my pantry, because quick and easy, if something was to happen, is the best route. Now, granted, I do make homemade bread, hence is why we have the flour. So that's a 10-pound bag of flour. Let me see. No, excuse me, it's a 5-pound bag of flour, because I also purchased a 25-pound bag of flour that's sitting on my freezer. So we have a freezer, and we have our refrigerator freezer. So my apartment's really small, so as you can see, that's my vacuum cleaner. But usually it doesn't sit in the middle of the kitchen. Usually I have it sitting right in front of the freezer area. So anyways, what I do is I put 20 to 25 pounds plus the 5 pounds in a bucket, and I seal it after I freeze it. I freeze it for 3 to 4 days, and then I let it sit on the counter to make sure it's completely not cold anymore, and for moisture and all that stuff. And then I put it in a food grade bucket, and it's easy access for me just to go ahead and fill my regular container. So that's what I do with my flour, because I do use a lot of flour when it comes to like baking the bread. So anyway, on to the next thing. So I have containers for most of my pastas, and as you can see, I have the 3-pound of elbow macaroni. Well, my container holds about 5 pounds, and it's only about 1/3 full. So I went ahead and bought another package to put into my my elbow macaroni container. And next you see my Oxiclean. Now I have this beautiful, beautiful towel here because I am covering up my jars. As you can see, there's my jars. So I'm covering them up to keep dust out. And I set them on the table because they were on the freezer where my flour is sitting now. So anyways, you see the Oxiclean. I don't use this by itself. Basically, I mix it in my own laundry detergent, which I will be showing you a video on soon on how I make my laundry detergent, which will last me in a full bucket, I want to say probably 18 months. So anyways, I will give that recipe soon, but I buy it in sections because, you know, it costs probably about 8, 16, probably about $25 to make. So I just buy it in sections, and when I have enough, then I'll go ahead and remake it. So anyway, this is my Walmart haul, and it's not that much, but it's adding preps to my already built pantry. You know, and plus I bought a package of tortillas, bananas, lettuce, tomato, you know, our daily stuff that we needed as well for the week. But that I didn't show you because that'll be gone in a few days. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you could give me a thumbs up, like my video, that means, ring the bell and share my video. I would really appreciate it. And until next time. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out and just say be blessed, and don't forget, buy a little extra. There's a lot of things happening in the world. And the one thing that is happening, that there is going to be a food shortage. They've said it all over the news. Even the man in the house said it. So anyways, God bless and be well. Bye.